The UNI women's basketball team earns an at-large selection into the WNIT. And Coach, your Panthers went to the conference tournament, gave it their all, almost punched that NCAA tournament ticket, but quite a finish to the season at the conference tournament and making it all the way to the championship game.
Yeah, Brad, we're extremely excited and pleased to still be playing. I think anytime when you're one of 128 teams still playing, there's something to be said about that. But I couldn't be more proud of what this team has been able to accomplish this season. We're extremely young. We knew coming into this it was going to be a process, and that's really kind of how we went about it. And to give these young women credit, they stayed true to the process. They never felt sorry for themselves. They just came and they kept working, believing in our vision. And the last 6 weeks has been tremendous basketball for us.
To earn the at-large or an at-large selection into the WNIT, it's very similar to the NCAA tournament, as they take 32 teams guaranteed from a conference, but then it's the next 32 best teams, and your Panthers were a part of that group. Yeah,
and again, I think the way we was able to play the last 5 to 6 weeks, I think we won 11 out of 14 or 12 out of the last 15. And then we had a great showing in the conference tournament, certainly helped. But again, for us to be playing, and you want to be playing your best basketball as you hit March, and I think this team has certainly done that.
Finishing the regular season as you did, you go to the conference tournament. Everybody's goal is to get to the NCAA tournament, win the title game, but you also knew if you played well that the WNIT committee would be watching.
No question. You know, you want you want your name to be in that discussion, whether it's you win the trophy and you get to the NCAA or the WNIT selection. You want postseason play. That's what you play for. That's what you work for on an everyday basis. And so we knew that we had been playing pretty good basketball. We also knew our goal was to get there and try to win it. And to get to the final game for the second straight year, again, says a lot about the young women in this program.
And what a championship game it was. We'll have more coming up on the 3 conference tournament games in another segment. Coach, this team, just one senior, Kennedy Kirkpatrick, a lot of returners. When you get to the postseason, what does it mean for those returners?
Well, you can't put a price tag on experience. And to have the experience to play in postseason, it's a different stage. And to have that momentum that you're able to carry into your postseason workouts and your summer workouts, you have that itch. Boy, you get a feel for what it's like to play in postseason. And it's something that you really can't put a price tag on for your younger kids, to be able to play in postseason play and carry that into their postseason workouts.
And you like how the team is playing here at the end of the season?
I love how this team is playing. We compete, we battle, we've really come together. We're getting great contribution off the bench. You know, it starts with our leadership at the point guard position with Kennedy. Kennedy has done a tremendous job, and Kennedy is a lot of the reason why we've been able to do what we've done over the last 5 to 6 weeks. So it's just good to be able to see the growth, not only in our 5 kids that start, but our kids off the bench.
All right, and more on the conference tournament coming up right after this here on Panther Sports Talk.